Yeah, the other company did not invest in VeVe, but invested in Ecomi. And so that's what's interesting, right? Because
Hmm.
Ecomi VeVe right now, with our understanding, they are the same company, but the other company that invested in VeVe, Ecomi, invested way back. I think it was even before 2019, and that VC firm is called Fantail Ventures. Fantail is spelled Fantail, Fantail Ventures, and Ecomi actually tweeted about this investment back in 2018. Yeah.
Did you take the time to scroll back through Ecomi's like Twitter feed, or did you
Uh,
like search it, or?
Mhm. So what I searched on Google was like VV Crunchbase, because Crunchbase is like a database of startups and who invested in those startups. VV did not come up because VV is just a name of a product, right? Ecomi came up because Ecomi is actually the company, and there was only one VC firm that invested in Ecomi that Crunchbase was able to find, and that was Fantail Ventures. So I looked up Fantail Ventures and Ecomi, and this tweet come up, and I will share this photo on the video later. But it talked about how the founder of Fantail Ventures, who is also an Ecomi advisory board member. So his name is John T. Kelt, Jonty. Last name is Kelt. And this guy is sort of a big deal because he was, at the time, was also an executive at Palantir Technologies. Are you familiar with Palantir?
Palantir?
Yeah.
Palantir?
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm familiar with them because I started getting into stocks around the same time that whole Robinhood craze started
Yeah.
coming around. That's kind of what got me into stocks, and then I learned my lesson. I don't mess with stocks anymore. But anyways, yeah, that's where I'm familiar with Palantir Technology. Yeah.
Yeah. So this Fantail Ventures company, firm, is also very interesting. They invested in Ecomi, and they also invested in other huge crypto company as well, including Robinhood, Ledger, like the wallet, Ledger
Yep.
wallet, Kraken, Kraken. Are you
The
familiar with
exchange.
that platform? Yeah, the exchange.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're based out of New York, right?
I don't know where they're based out of, to be honest with you.
Okay. I thought it was one of the few exchanges that were cleared to operate out of the US, and like they did their due diligence and everything.
Maybe.
That's
I have never used Kraken, so I don't know. But
Yeah, I don't use it either. I just like I've heard it enough,
yeah.
heard of it enough, and heard people and seen enough advertisements. That's
Mhm.
my understanding.
Yeah, but I think they are a pretty big deal. The other platform that they invested in is called Huobi, Huobi. I guess this is an exchange based out of Hong Kong or China, but
Hmm.
I have heard of it before, and I think it's pretty big. The other one is YG, and this is the full name is Yield Guide or something like that. Are you familiar with that company?
I've never heard of it.
Okay. Are you familiar with what is that blockchain game that was huge in 2021, that you would Axie Infinity? Are you familiar with Axie Infinity?
Yeah, it's like play to earn. Wasn't that one
Exactly.
of the play to earn games?
Yeah, so YG is a big company within that play to earn space, because what they do is they would hire people and manage different teams that play to earn. So like they would have people play these games, earn, and then split the profit or whatever. But basically, this Fantail Venture firm is pretty big as well. So I thought Blackbird and Fantail are the two companies that I was able to find that invested in VeVe. That kind of satisfied my curiosity a lot because, for a long time, I didn't know who invested in the company. And I know they have really good partners like Disney and DC, but also knowing who's backing them financially from the very beginning is also helpful for other investors as well.
I'm curious why they were. Well, I am kind of curious, but I'm also not surprised at the same time that VeVe doesn't really disclose all that much I guess it's like the less that the public knows, the more they can kind of operate in the shadows and keep us guessing. I don't know. But over time, kind of like with metadata, like the truth and like everything that they have been doing in silence will come to the light. Will come to light soon enough for everybody who's curious enough.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some awesome research. How how much time did you spend looking all of this up?
So this one maybe a few hours. I think that will really benefit people, So
yeah, I mean, this should be something that everyone should be made aware of. I mean, that's pretty cool stuff. That's some great research. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.